on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, making the best of your day, man. Just do it. Just do it. Whatever your dream is, do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. But welcome back, guys. If you guys are new here and you haven't yet seen this terribly ugly face on the interwebs, then welcome aboard. I'm sorry. But for real, if you're new here, please subscribe. We have just recently hit 19,000 subscribers. I would love you guys to join me on this journey to 20,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. There's a subscription button right here on the annotation that I have provided for you, or you can use the one down there that YouTube provides for you. The choice is yours. No pressure. Also follow me on Google+, which is also up here in an annotation. I don't use Google+, but I need to get like 1,000 followers so I can get my channel verified one day. And also follow me on my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. All my links are down there in the description. So what's up with you guys? Let me know in the comment section, what are you guys doing right now? Not right now, but today. What did you guys do today? Did you do something productive? Think about it for a second. Think about, what did I do today that's going to change my life? I guarantee a lot of you guys are going to say, actually, I did nothing. You're wasting time, man. Do something. But this isn't a motivation video. This is something I actually saw on the internet, and I did a little more research on it because it kind of interested me. I mean, I'm interested in this kind of stuff, so it was pretty creepy and pretty cool at the same time, but also it's kind of sad. There's a little bit of everything about this story. You guys may have heard back in like 2014, that was on the news about these two Wisconsin girls who lured one of their friends into the woods and stabbed her 19 times to sacrifice her to the Slender Man. And you guys know I've tried summoning Slender Man in one of my videos where I did the cross on the tree and then chanted him in the woods, and obviously nothing showed up. A lot of you guys pointed out like a little white dot that goes flying past me in the background, which is kind of weird because I was in the woods. There was nothing behind me, no roads, no nothing. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. By all means, go check it out. But Slender Man is a fictional character which was created by a person. It was created. It was not real. But there was these two girls who lived in Waukesha, Wisconsin, who believed they were 12 years old. I think all of the three of them were 12 years old, but there was two of them. And one of them was Morgan Geyser, and the other one was, I think it was Anissa Weier. And they believed that the Slender Man lived in the mansion in the woods. So they decide to go and live with Slender Man. So they pack up their things. They lure one of their friends, who is also a 12-year-old girl. I forget this girl's name. She was lured by her two best friends. They seem like perfectly normal girls to the victim's parents. Apparently they were friends for years. They always been to sleepovers together and stuff. And she was apparently just going to a sleepover, and then they decided, let's talk her into playing hide and seek in the woods. So they asked this little girl to go play hide and seek in the woods. She didn't want to go, but they talked her into going, and then they decided to basically make a human sacrifice out of her, and this reason was to be worthy of being with Slender Man and encouraging Slender Man to take them in wherever it was, whatever it was that they were thinking. I really don't know, but there's a whole thing. Like, I did a bunch of, like, I was sitting there and I was just watching one video after another, going to the courtrooms and stuff like that. They stabbed this little girl 19 times, in case you didn't hear the story. One of the, I'm not sure if she punctured her lung with one of the stabs, and also she was like, I think she like 1 millimeter away from the heart, like a main artery in the heart, which could have caused her a heart attack, the little girl. If it had been any closer, it would have caused her a heart attack, so doctors have said. And she was stabbed 19 times by these girls. One of them held her down. They took turns of stabbing her as a sacrifice to the Slender Man, thinking that they would make him proud in a way. And the guy who wrote Slender Man, the character, and invented him, he actually got involved and said, like, he was really sorry about the victim, but in no way does Slender Man ever encourage kids to, like, commit murder. There is no way. It doesn't. And I've played the games, I've read the stories on Creepypasta. It doesn't. Slender Man does not encourage people to kill anybody. He's basically just a boogeyman that is supposed to just creep you out a little bit. He comes after children, takes them to the woods, and they're never seen again. He's supposed to scare kids, not encourage them to want to go hang out with him. So obviously these two little girls had a little bit of a problem. One more than the other, which was Morgan Geyser. She was the one who was like more, even in the interviews and stuff like that, she seemed to be like looking around in the courtroom and she's smiling at things that aren't there. And when they were getting interviewed in this little room, she was the one that was just like, I don't remember because I think the guy asked her, how did you get the knife from Anissa? And she said, I don't know, it was just in my hand and it was there, and it was like air, it just happened, I didn't know that I was doing it. She kind of seemed so chilled out and laid back by everything, and she told the truth. They both told the truth. The other girl, Anissa, was like shaking and crying and stuff, and like she was like, oh, we were just gonna leave her to die and stuff like that. But in Morgan's room, the little girl Morgan, which is kind of ironic because she reminded me a little of a Samara Morgan. She had like Samara Morgan has long black hair. This girl had long blonde hair. You see her walking into the courtroom. She kind of looks emotionless in a way, like, and just has her hair over her face, and she has these glasses. Both of them had glasses. And the little girl miraculously survived, and she actually crawled out of the woods onto a bike path which was chained off. And luckily enough, this cyclist, who's like 50 years old, he was on a bike ride, he ignored the chain and just went down that path anyway. She managed to get his attention. He called 911. She was saved. She was rushed into hospital. The police were there. She told the parents that it was her friends that stabbed her. And the parents actually met the guy who called 911. They hugged it out, and you know, it was kind of, part of it was really sad and emotional. The little girl, she's okay now. She had a little clip where she was at the like a pet place, you know, like one of those cat homes where they have like homeless cats and stuff. And she was there, and she's doing really good. So I'm glad she's okay. But as for the other girls, Anissa was kind of like the tag along. They put it down to that. They assessed them both for mental problems. Anissa was she was kind of like the easily influenced, and they just said straight up that Morgan was kind of the psycho one. She obviously had something wrong with her. They found creepy drawings in her room, dismembered Barbie dolls. So she obviously had something wrong with her. I think she was diagnosed with schizophrenia, which is a pretty serious illness. So they were also debating whether they should be trialed as like adults or should they be trialed as kids, because they were 12, you know. So probably right now they're like 14. I don't know, I've not really heard much more news on them since. But it was a really weird story, creepy at the same time as like it's I don't know, it's like obviously it's a real event and it's tragic what happened, but it's creepy in the fact that like this girl genuinely believed Morgan. She genuinely believed that Slender Man was talking to her. She could hear him, she could communicate with him. She was like saying that she sees him in her dreams and stuff like that when she was in the interview. It was really creepy. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys remember this. I just wanted to talk about it because it was like a kind of creepy story. What do you think about the Slender Man? Do you think the Slender Man is a bad influence on kids? Like, do you think it's encouraging kids to do stuff like this? Because honestly, I didn't see it. If you look at the whole Slender Man character, he's just supposed to scare kids away. He takes kids in the story, he takes them off, and they're never found again. He's obviously not real. He's a fictional character. But what is there about that encourages other kids to go out and kill somebody so that Slender Man will take them in and welcome them and think that they're worthy? Because it's not. Slender Man is supposed to scare kids away and not encourage kids to want to hang out with him. It just makes no sense. I don't know. Do you think Slender Man is a bad influence or not? I enjoyed the Slender Man stories. They are really creepy, even for a guy my age. And I can't imagine being a 12-year-old girl. I'd be freaking scared to go off in the woods because of Slender Man. But these girls wanted to meet him, and they were trying to kill their best friend so they could meet Slender Man. It's pretty crazy. But my heart and prayers go out to the little girl. She went through something that I couldn't go through. You know, it's stabbed 19 times with a 5-inch knife, and she got the energy to crawl out of the woods. Man, I would have been dead. You know, she had more strength than I have, definitely. So, but yeah, I'm glad she's okay. And as for the other girls, I mean, they are still technically just kids, and I really hope that they've learned from their lesson for a start, and I really hope that they get the treatment that they need, because obviously something's not right. But I'm not saying, like, I'm not justifying what they did in no way, shape, or form, but I just think they do need to get the attention that they need, the real like treatment they need, because obviously something is not right. Like, you just don't do that. There's obviously something dark inside them to make them want to even just hang out with Slender Man. That's obviously something dark anyway, but the fact you would try and kill your best friend to go and hang out with Slender Man, something's not right, man. Something doesn't add up. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I love all you guys, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Hit that like button down below, show some support, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scout. Remember to keep chasing your dreams, yo. What's up?